Hey, he's got the shirt on.
Hey, what's up?
You do?
I'm just fine. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Had a great lesson today.
Awesome. Glad to hear that.
A lot. We at the end of the lesson we went into well about halfway through we went into chord intervals. All new
Yeah.
stuff with the scale. It sounds like the scale off of the modes that we've been learning. There's just this is very involved. I love it. Because I'm like my mind all day, and I catch myself at work doing this all day.
On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being terrible and 5 being great, how would you rate your experience?
Oh, it's definitely I don't have a word. It is absolutely what I needed to do. I love it. It's amazing. It's more than I ever thought it would be, to be completely honest. It's so many different things, not just and this is for anybody that is looking at a program. I still like I studied it. I looked around, and we built a relationship outside of this, just through talking and getting to know each other. But when I realized your passion for it, Donald has that same passion. I'm I
Yeah.
love it. The worship pastor. So number five being 5 stars, I'm gonna give it 10 because it's exactly what I needed.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. That's the truth.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Yeah,
And what do you feel has shifted most in your playing?
my confidence in knowing that if I didn't get it, I hear it because you hear it. Well, if you played by ear your whole life, like me, you hear it and you're like, no, and it's just a easy transition. It's easier for me now to transition between, especially like something with the modes when you're learning the modes and you're trying to memorize those seven. And then whenever he unlocked that today about dropping the first one and moving to the second one, and it flipped me from the very end to the very beginning. I was like, "Oh wow, how did I not?
Yeah.
How did I that?" You know. So yeah, there's so much to this, and I'm so glad that I've decided to do this because it's really given me confidence knowing that when I get on the platform with big worship names, people coming into our church and stuff. I was scared to death 2 years ago. Uh, Getting on the platform with people that are professional and they play on live television every
Yeah.
and uh, now I'm like I can't wait. We got conference 3 weeks, so I'm like woo.
Yeah, I love that. Going from being kind of afraid to get up there and thinking, okay, are they going to expose me when I'm up here on stage? Like, are they going to make me do something I don't know how to do? To now you're like, I'm excited to step on stage. And then I'm kind of curious, when you decided to join this program, what do you feel influenced your decision the most to actually take that step and join?
There's a couple of things. One was the relationship that we built outside of talking about money. Uh, the other thing I would have to say is the money. I did not expect to be able to get what I'm getting for the amount of investment that it is. And let me say this because it's important. If you are serious about it, there's no uh, a monetary amount value that equals what this program's worth. This is definitely worth the money uh, times 10 for the information that we're getting. I mean, it's just like wow, the one-on-one stuff. I mean, you just I can't believe how cool it is to be able to ask a question and get an answer back to somebody in another continent within minutes. Well, you're not really another continent. You're still in North America. But, you're in Canada. I'm in. Technology is great, even though I'm old and it doesn't agree with me a lot. But it's it's something to be proud of. I'll say that. You yourself be proud of what you've done because I guarantee you've affected a lot of lives and they are understanding it. I guess you see that through reviews. I see that through the reviews I read about you before I ever decided to do it.
So you're not quite halfway through, but I'd say maybe quarter of the way through. I think you're 5 weeks in.
Yeah, I think so.
So where would you like things to go from here, and what do you think you'd like to accomplish over the next few weeks?
Um, wow. I think that I predestined myself in it to begin with. I really thought that this is what I wanted, and this is what I wanted, and this is what I wanted. I'm not got that mindset now. I, as far as, let me say this, I know that whenever something comes to me, I'm asking about it. It's happening immediately. Donald's addressing it. If I told him and sent him an email and said, "Hey, next week I want you to help me learn Faith for It song I got to play," he would be on that, and we would do that next week. Uh, I'm kind of riding it out now. I'm looking forward to it, the lead parts of it, of course, like I always have. That's kind of one of the reasons I've done this. But
Yeah.
right now, like, I'm going to learn these basics that I've missed, and especially this guy. Yes, this
Oh yeah.
guy's an important guy.
All right.
Uh,
Well, I got to get going, but great talking to you, Lee, as always. And like I said, if you need anything, don't hesitate. And I'm glad you're enjoying it this much.
Absolutely, I am enjoying it, and good to talk with you too. Good to
Yeah.
talk with you, brother.
Yeah.
Good to,
We'll be in touch. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
and you too. I'm gonna send that 8-degree weather north as soon as it gets here Monday.
All right. Do that. We're ready for it.
I know you are.
We'll go skating on the outdoor rink, play some hockey.